here's some cool tracks, and let's try to determine how many animals are here. These are river otter tracks. We're right there next to the river, and there are several animals here, and it looks to me like there are 3. So right here there are a lot of little tracks, way too many for it to be just one animal. So when you have one otter, you have sets of 4 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 in their typical loping gait, which sometimes is a 2x2, 2x2, but it's still a group of 4 tracks. So right here you have more than 4, and I believe this is 2 otters right here. So a total of 3. There's the one on the left and 2 over here, and then they come up here, and let's go look at those. I gotta walk around a branch right here. This is all deer activity, but right here they had a little otter party. So you have one otter coming in right here, and this is the fun thing when you try to figure out how many animals. There's also this one and that one, so maybe there are 3 here because there's still the 4th one right over there. So looks like I was wrong. There are actually 3 here. So you got one trail going this way, accounting for these tracks. You have one trail right here going through. Then you have this guy coming up this way and going across it, and then this 4th otter right there. So trails of 4 otters, and that would probably be a family group, maybe a mom with 3 pups. The pups hang out with her even, until they're almost full grown. And these tracks look a little small compared to those tracks. Let's see the size. Okay, here's the size. There's a little otter track. That's tiny. That's got to be one of the pups. There's that one there. Looks like a deer stepped on that track, so that's not a good one to look at. But these are relatively small otter tracks. Let's look at this adult, what I think is the adult right here. So, that might be one of the pups too. Or it could be a group of 4 pups that are on their own. So anyway, I believe there are 4 otters here, and that's one of the fun things to do when you're tracking, is try to tell how many animals were there. In this case, they were all jumbled up, and the way to do that is to follow them out far enough until you can actually separate out the trails and determine how many animals left the tracks that you're finding. It's just a fun exercise. Helps to kind of key in your mind on looking at the trails and how the animals move, and sorting out the tracks front from hind, left from right. So it's just a good way to practice tracking if you want to learn this. Here are our otters on the river bar. There's also a raccoon down there, but there's our otters, and there's a black bear. So remember, we counted the otters back there. So let's go look up here. How many do we have? So we have a set of tracks here. There's a set of tracks right here in the center. There's a set here, and there's a set here. So I count 4 otters right here, and this is like 50 feet from where we first looked at them. But there's better substrate here, and I thought I would find some better tracks to show you and look at our otters. So here's a really nice example of the otter tracks. Here is your right hind track with the drop toe number 1. All 5 toes are showing. Here's the pad. Here is the front track with a nice heel showing on it. Toe 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's your otter. And here's the other set. So the otters moved across here in this nice sand, which is leaving really nice imprints. So a heavy animal like an otter is going to leave a beautiful track in this nice wet sand. This is great stuff.